Bought in April, dead by August. That's the top review on a lithium battery with 12,000 5-star ratings and a 10-year lifespan printed right on the box. It didn't last 10 years. It lasted 4 months. And the part that killed it cost the company about $2. Here's what took me a while to understand. Lithium iron phosphate cells barely fail. The chemistry is nearly identical from a $60 battery to a $900 one. So when one dies in a year, it's almost never the cells. It's one cheap part bolted on top of them, and 7 brands on Amazon keep bolting on the exact same one. By the end of this, you'll know the 7 lithium brands quietly dying inside garages and campers right now. The 3 that actually go 10 years and up, and the one thing on the outside of a battery that tells you which group it's in before you ever pay. There's also a 30-second test at the end that catches a dud while you can still return it. Stick around, because it's the part the sellers really don't want floating around. Number 1, Power Queen. Cheap, popular, all over Amazon. A marine electrician who tears these open for a living charged a brand new Power Queen exactly once. On the very first cycle, the battery cut the charge off at 13.8 volts. It's supposed to accept 14.6. 2 of the 4 cells inside had raced ahead of the others, and the little balancing circuit can only move 35 milliamps. That's a trickle. It physically cannot fix an unbalanced pack, so the whole battery just quits. And the case is glued shut, so there's nothing to open and nothing to fix. When the owner asked for help, the company told him to buy a second battery first, then went silent. That's number 1. We're barely warming up. Number 2, Renogy. Their solar panels are fine. Their lithium batteries are the problem. Owners keep reporting the same 2 things. The battery goes to sleep and won't wake up, or refuses a charge because it's shipped out of balance. Worse, Renogy's own support admitted the older lithium line has no low temperature cutoff, charge 1 below freezing, and you permanently plate metal onto the inside of the cell. There's no warning. You murder the battery a little more every cold morning. And slow to answer is the kindest thing owners say about support. But the next one fails for a stranger reason. You literally cannot see it coming. Number 3, Weize. Cheap, sealed, and totally silent. No Bluetooth, no screen, no app. So you have no idea what the cells inside are doing until the day the battery simply stops. By then, it's glued shut. The warranty's a number nobody answers, and you're shopping again. The rule the pros live by is simple. Never buy a lithium battery you can't see inside. If there's no Bluetooth, you're driving blind. And 3 of the biggest names on Amazon are blind on purpose. Quick thing, since you've made it this far, this channel exists to trace these batteries back to who really builds them. If that's useful, subscribe now. About those 3 blind brands. Number 4 is really 3 brands wearing different stickers. Power Queen, Redodo, and LiTime, the brand that used to be called Ampere Time. They look like rivals fighting for your money. They're not. Trademark filings put Power Queen and LiTime under the same parent company in Shenzhen, and Redodo runs off the same kind of line. Same dimensions, same 100 amp limit, same sealed design. Now in fairness, LiTime actually delivers its rated capacity. A lab measured 106 amp hours on a 100 amp hour battery. That's honest. But the warranty is 5 years on a battery whose box implies 10 plus, and it's still glued shut and flying blind. 1 playbook, 3 logos. Number 5, the pouch cell crowd. Some eco-worthy and older chins models, instead of the solid metal cans the good batteries use. These packed in soft pouch cells, the kind that swell up like a bag of chips as they age. They're cheaper to build and far easier to damage, and once one puffs up, the whole pack is done. Chins quietly dropped the design after enough people complained, which tells you they already knew. But at least those were real cells. Number 6 was wearing a safety badge it flat out stole. Number 6, Kepworth. In April of 2025, UL, the actual safety lab, put out a public warning that a Kepworth lithium battery was carrying the UL safety mark without ever being tested by them. A stolen badge on a battery selling on Amazon and Walmart at the time. And here's the uncomfortable part, the thing I'll come back to at the end. Almost none of these budget batteries ever get recalled. The safety net you assume is protecting you mostly isn't there. Which brings us to the worst one on the list. Number 7 isn't a single brand. It's the wall of no-name batteries with random capital letters for names. A well-known tester cut open a $125 100 amp-hour battery and found an entire row of cells missing. The rest, rewrapped, used cells. Likely salvage. Another sold as 314 amp hours, delivered just 245 before its circuit overheated and quit. This is where recycled cells actually live. Cells that test 10 to 20% low the day they arrive, then fade fast. If the price looks too good and the name looks made up, this is what you're buying. That's the 7. And I'm not telling you this to scare you off lithium. Lithium iron phosphate is genuinely the best thing to happen to backup power in decades. The problem was never the chemistry. It was who you bought it from. So here are the 3 that actually earned the 10-year promise. Only 3 made the cut, and that's the honest number. First, SOK. This is the one for the rest of us. It costs more than the Amazon specials, but nowhere near the premium names. Here's the difference. You can actually open it. The cells are bolted, not glued, so if anything ever drifts, it's fixable instead of landfill. 10-year warranty, and real people answer the phone here in the States. Honest caveat, it's not the prettiest box on the shelf. Who cares? It lasts. Second, Battleborn. Assembled in Nevada, 10-year warranty, and a battery management system that flat out refuses to charge below freezing, so you can't kill it by accident. It's the safe default. Now the honest part, because I'm not here to sell you, it runs around 3.5 times the LiTime price per amp hour. The warranty fine print can hit you with shipping and repair fees, and some longtime fans think it's slipped lately. Still a great battery. You're paying for the name and the support. Third, Epoch, the gold standard. It's built by an EveCell affiliate, so the cells inside are the genuine article, with Bluetooth so you watch every cell, a case you can open, built-in heating, and an 11-year warranty. It's what a lithium battery should have been all along. Caveat: it's not cheap. The warranty prorates after year 3, and buy from a solid distributor. But if you run one battery and it has to work, this is the one. And for a whole home wall, EG4 plays the same role. So here's the secret I kept teasing, and it's smaller than you'd think. The single thing that separates a battery that dies in a year from one that lasts 10 isn't the brand on the sticker. It's 2 features you can check before you pay. Can you see inside it, meaning Bluetooth, and can you open it, meaning screws instead of glue? That's the whole tell. The ones that last let you watch a cell go bad and fix it. The ones that die hide both. Now the test. Before your return window closes, charge it full, run it down with a steady load, and count the amp hours it gives back. If a 100 amp hour battery hands you anything under the low 90s, send it back while you still can. And the real power move, the good brands just buy raw Eve cells and a control board and bolt them in a box themselves. You can buy those exact same cells and build it yourself for about 1/3 of the price. Same cells the 10-year batteries use, 1/3 of the cost. That's the part they'd rather you never worked out. YouTube thinks you'll like the video on your screen right now, so click it, and if you made it all the way to the end, you already know how this channel works. Subscribe.